All right, I think this is happening. This is Tori Magoo 44. And I haven't made very many videos where I'm sitting here because my computer, my desktop, has actually really been giving me a hard time. So now I got it working thanks to Laura FM, Lara FM. And she's on YouTube, and you can go on it. And we just did a 2 hour, 2.5 hour interview. It was really, really great because she had her stories and I had mine. It's the first time I've ever done one of these where, with in a new, this is kind of like my new time where I'm trying the live stream thing, which I've been doing. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it. That I mean, some people have seen them, but um, this is my first time I've been making videos where it's just a video and me. I'm not doing live stream. I'm just making this video to let you guys know that I did do this video with Lara, Lara FM, on YouTube. And it's she and I. And it's long. It's 2.5 hours. So, you'd have to be doing something else and listening to it if you want. But anyway, she's going to help me. She's going to come tomorrow and help me. And we're going to upload it to my YouTube site. So then it'll be here. And anyway, I'm very excited. I really am. I'm really happy. And for any of the guys that helped support me on the live stream, thank you. It's really been a new resurgence for me because I was sort of like, part of my big deal is a lot of the guys that now do, videos know how to, flip up all these different things and here's this video from here and all that stuff. And I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I don't even know how to do the split screen thing, which I've been trying to learn for years. And now a few of my friends are helping me. But I've been working on it for a long time because I want to be able to interview other people. And it just hasn't happened. So anyway, now I'm learning it, I think. And if I can, then I can interview different people. But um, in the meantime, I'm just kind of learning live stream, which is very complicated for me. But Laura said it's much easier than I think. So hopefully that's true. But for anyone watching this that doesn't know what live stream is, maybe everybody does. I didn't. I'd never even heard of it. And what it is someone's videotaping, but then you can ask them questions while the thing's going, which a lot of people on mine go, "Oh, we missed you," and they call it, I forget what they call it, but they have a name for it. It's like people that saw the video after it was live. And to me, it's like, okay, I don't quite get the difference on what's a big deal if it's live or if you can do it after. But I guess there is. So she'll tell me tomorrow. I'll find out tomorrow. But I'm learning. I'm definitely learning, and it's kind of fun to have something brand new that you're learning about. That I have experience. I mean, I've made 900 videos, so I have a lot of videos. If you don't know what Scientology is, or you wonder about all kinds of different things. I've made videos on them. I'm not saying I'm the source of them. This is from based on my experience, my personal experience, while I was in Scientology, which was 30 years. And then I woke up in 2000, and that was that. I lost all my friends and my husband of 27 years. And I gained people around the world. I have friends around the world now, and I dearly love them. And they, my son, who's wonderful. I kind of helped him leave before I even woke up because I knew some kids had killed themselves, and I started getting really worried that that might happen to my son. So I wanted to talk to him about it, and I said, "Look, if you don't want to do this, just say so." And he said, "I don't want to do it." And I said, "Okay, then that's it. You know, go on with your life and stay in touch with me and your dad." So he's kind of doing his own thing, but he's a happy kid, and he's a wonderful boy. I mean, he's a man now. He's a wonderful person. So anyway, I dearly love him. And so I had Justin, and then I had Andreas, who was in Norway. So for the first 24 hours, that was it. Because Scientology came right on and started attacking the death out of me. And so I had my son, and Andreas, and Justin wasn't really part of it because I didn't want to drag him into it. So it was really just Andreas. And then Andreas helped me because I had to get out of LA. I'm 15 minutes from OSA, and I knew they were going to come get me. So Andreas found some other people, and those people called me. One of them was Stacy Brooks, who at the time I thought was a big SP, right? But now she's calling me. And so I'm like, okay. And I had said to Andreas, I need somebody to help me on this. So she calls me, or she sent me a thing. Dear Magoo, who are you? And I said, um, I can't really say who I am. Because I just thought, how do I know? Maybe she's part of OSA. Because it's very tricky the way OSA works. And I was just a volunteer. I wasn't on staff. And I knew she had been on staff. So I thought, I don't know if she's really true or not. And so anyway, she sent me a thing saying, okay, I get an email back from her, from Stacy Brooks. And I think, oh, good. Stacy wrote me. And it says, Dear Magoo, sorry, because I had said I can't tell you who I am. Yeah, I hope you understand Magoo. And so she writes back and she goes, Dear Magoo, sorry we can't help you. Stacy Brooks. And it was like, and I have a sign in my house that says, leap and the net will appear. And that was it for me. I felt like I was up on like 1,000-foot mountain. And way, way down at the bottom was a little sign that said, if you leap, you might make it. And I thought, I got to make the leap. So I told her, I said, look, all right, I'm Tori Bazazian. And she called me up. She goes, Tori, I know you. We were in the HGC together. We audited together at AO. It was just sort of like, it was just this wonderful connection. And then she put on Bob Minton, and I talked to him, who was also a big, big SP, and wonderful man, just a wonderful man. And then Jesse Prince, a wonderful person who has helped me for years. I mean, I dearly love him. And he's going to come to one of the pickets in the spring. So anyway, he's great. You can Google, Jesse has done some lectures. Stacy Brooks, Jesse Prince. And I think I'll have to look on YouTube and see if you can find Bob Minton. But I know he's in Magoo Dancing in Boston. Both of them are, Stacy and Bob. In my video that Mark Bunker made about me in 2000, I think it was 2000. Yeah, it was. It was 2 weeks after I'd left. And it's called Magoo Dancing in Boston. It's a really fun video because it shows me being outside trying to handle the critics, because Scientology would send me out to try to get rid of them. And then it shows me out. So it's both. And you can see how brainwashed I am. I'm like, Scientology believes in communication. What's wrong with you people? You won't talk to me. And it's like, now I know, no, they really don't. They only believe in communication if you're in their Truman Show. Then they believe in communication. And even then it's iffy because I remember doing the communication course in 1969. I did their communication course. And Hubbard said, communication is the universal solvent. And, he had some good little things that you could do to repair some kind of an upset. And I thought, okay, that's good. And I come out of the course that day, and I was at ASHO at the time for any ex-Scientologists. I'm at ASHO, and these Sea Org guys start yelling at each other. They're like, rah, 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 rah. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. What happened to the communication is a universal solvent? And he had a thing called ARC, Affinity Reality Communication. And he said, anytime there's an upset, it's a break in one of those, either affinity, reality, or communication. So all you have to do is, like, let's say you have a break in communication. You're yelling at each other. So you just have to increase the affinity and increase the reality. And then the communication will come back in. Anyway, it sounded good. It did. Didn't work for shit. I mean, it did some of the time. But, here are these guys right after my course ended, and they're screaming at each other. So it's like, now, wait a minute. And that happens in Scientology. And I call it the closet. It's sort of like all that kind of stuff you just put in your closet or your box or whatever it is. It's like somewhere where you'll think about it later, because you can't think about it now. Because if you think about it now, you would have walked out of the door. And I know a lot of people go, well, why didn't you? But you really can't. Back in the old day, first of all, it was a lot more fun. So it was nothing like what it is now. And I wanted to do it. So it was just one of those things where it's okay, this is weird, whatever. Who knows what their problem is, but they're not using the tech right. You know, that was my thing. Well, anyway, I love you guys. Now I see why the live videos are so great, though, because then you guys can ask questions, and this way you can. But you can post questions if you want, and then the next video I'll try to answer them. That's what we'll do for now. And then I'll do live videos tomorrow. Laura's going to come over and we're going to upload this long, we took up a lot of stuff in that. We really did. Oh my God. Together, the two of us, it was a riot. Anyway, we had a lot of fun. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for coming on. I hope some people watch it. And if you can, spread the link, because the more people that subscribe, the better it is. And the more Scientology hates it. They hate it when my subscriptions go up. So I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Peace out.